Hey guys, it's Angel B here and welcome back to a new episode of Minecraft Eternal. I am eating some parasites. As you can see, this is a voiceover. The first thing I kind of want to say is I have zero audio on my game for some reason. I don't know what happened. It didn't record my system audio. So, I'm going to insert some music here. I'm sorry if you fall asleep. I'm going to try and keep this entertaining to some extent. But yeah, I am just looking at all the quests that I could do currently just to see what I could complete. I did have a goal for this episode and it was not met. The goal was to create a castle, like a new house. Well, my main house. It was going to be like a courtyard castle and it was going to have farms in it, a little hut for a house, some towers so I can kill all the monsters around my house. And it was going to look super cute, but I got so distracted in this episode. But hopefully afterwards, like in the next episode, I'll make some progress. After all, the series is going to take forever to complete. I don't even think there's going to be a completion. Probably when we finish all of the challenges. So here I was doing a way on how to make my furnaces automated. And there is a way using extra utilities. You can create transfer pipes, transfer nodes, and that can transfer your items to and from chests or furnaces. So that is what I was doing. I was gathering some flowers so I can make a wrench because it requires red dye. There is like other things I can make, like faster furnaces, but they all require power and I had no idea how to get power as of right now because I don't have many materials. I keep getting distracted because there's so many things in this mod pack. So yeah, I don't even know what I was doing here. But I had two furnaces. One, they were both giving out cobblestone. I wanted the cobblestone to go in and then smooth stone to come out on its own so I don't have to keep moving it because I'm gonna need so much cobblestone for this. So yeah, here I think I had finished it up. So the cobblestone was automatically going through the transfer node to the transfer pipe. And I did the output chest on the bottom and the smooth stone was coming right out of it. So it was fully automated except for the coal and what else? And it wasn't creating stone brick, but I wasn't really bothered about that. I just wanted the smooth stone to create so I can make stone bricks like ASAP because I needed so many. After sleeping, I went outside to check on my little apiaries. Apiaries? Yeah, apiaries. I'm not really sure how to say it. And they created honeycomb and stuff, so we can use that for a lot of stuff. And here the trees were flickering and I had no idea why. And I was trying to figure that out. But I managed to figure it out in a bit, but I still wasn't sure why it was happening. So just try to ignore that. They're kind of spazzing out a bit. Castle, I needed a lot of wood to make like little buildings inside of the castle. So I went around gathering some wood and I did find something. Look, I found a chest with a cow pad, which is extremely useful because that is one of the most overpowered pets personally. Like, it removes all potion effects. It makes it, I think it also generates hearts. I'm not sure if I read that correctly, but it does something pretty useful when going in dungeons. So yeah, and I do kind of love exploring dungeons. So here I had come across one of the best finds that I could ever get in Minecraft. It was bone blocks, and I vein mined it, but I did not have enough room in my inventory and I did not know what to get rid of because even though there's loads of like bits of stuff, it all can come in useful. But this turns, I'm pretty sure this is the one that turns into bone meal. So it's literally pretty much unlimited bone meal if we keep finding those bone structures. And here, this I was really a little bit confused about, and there is a cute squirrel. I just ignored it and kept on exploring. So this is very suspicious. It was like a little tower thing here outside of this massive structure. And this was so weird to me. Like, I'm not sure if they were connected or if it was two separate things. But as there is a chest, and it was so exciting when I found it. But this was a secret place. I don't know if there was a proper way to get down to the bottom. So I just dug down. And there is another chest. It's like a little enchanting room with a clamp trap, which affected me so much. But as if I had found a enchanted table and another chest with some random loot in. But it was a trap, obviously, because why would they give away free loot without some sort of challenge, right? Once raiding the little hut or whatever it was, I decided to head home because I had an inventory full of stuff that was kind of useful, and I came across this little thing. Now, I was so confused about this because only the baby came after me, but it was kind of cute. I think it was like some soul monster because they were all around this graveyard. And there's a cute little turkey. But I was really confused because they didn't go after me. I had no idea how this mod works. This mod is like way bigger than I thought it was. So I was just like, I was feeling a little bit overpowered because they all started running away from me. And I had no idea why. They would just randomly run away. But I thought they might drop some cool loot that will come in useful. Oh, I think this is from the mod Coriel Tombstone. Coriel? I don't think it's Treasure 2, it's Coriel. I think that's how you say it. I have no clue. So after that, I decided to head home and check on the furnace, and I was kind of upset because it wasn't going very fast. It was taking ages. I'm not sure if I need like a chunk loader or something in this area for when I'm not in it. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but I was just looking for materials that I could build with because I wanted to gather like all the materials I'll need for this house before I start it. And like all the castles and stuff. It's gonna be so cute. I might do it off camera or record it like this, and I might do like a speed build, try and do some cinematic shots. That might be quite cool. I'm not sure what people want to see, if they want to see me building it or if they want the house built off camera. I would stream it. Be sure to follow my Twitch because I will be streaming that very soon. I know I keep saying that, but I'm waiting for the internet to be a bit faster first so I don't get like buffering and stuff. One thing I wanted to note is that I had 19 silkworm eggs, so I was getting ready to plant these down for all that unlimited string, because string is a weird one. It's like you might need it, you might not need it. It's very useful, and they kept spawning. So yeah, we had like so many little silkworms in there. Like look how many. They're all baby, but they're all together. And I know it's not that much room, but look how much silk we have. We have so much, so we can make so much string. This is kind of where I went on some tangent trying to figure out how to create some really cool, pretty coloured planks. Because I wanted my house to have colour, but I didn't just want to use like terracotta, like the floor of this house. I wanted wood. Because we have so many options. Like look at all these chiseled options of wood we can have. There's like 34 pages full of just wood and colours and textures. And these forestry ones were really difficult to get as of right now because you need to become like a queen bee maker, like an apiarist, I said that completely wrong. I am so sorry. I'm not even gonna try and say what it's called, but you had to like breed trees together, which can be very difficult because there's only like there is a 15% chance of crafting the sapling we needed to get another sapling, so it was like a really long process. That is something we can do in the future, and we can easily just replace the blocks, but there is a mod called Quark which kind of saved my life because you can craft colored planks with dye, and all you need is the colored dye, like the same colors of wool as there would be to wood. So yeah, I am just testing this out to see what the pink dye would look like. I'm hoping it was pastel, and I also made a chisel, so it was like chiselable, and it is, and it's such a pretty color. It's like a really cute color you could use for a floor or a wall or a roof, and I just really liked how it looked. It was a little bit too pale, but I mean, it's a pretty block nonetheless, and it goes quite nice with oak. I do much prefer the chiseled blocks to the regular plank textures because it kind of makes it not look as, I don't even know the word. I don't know. So I now decided to go on an adventure. Well, I was kind of looking around for a place where I could build my castle. I wasn't sure whether I was gonna put it in this area or if I was gonna travel to see some new lands in order to build it, because I really wanted a nice place to have it so I don't end up changing my mind, because I'm always changing my mind. But we came across these. I think I've come across them before, but they're little like hunters, vampire hunters, and it just immediately reminded me of the Vampire Diaries. I guess because it's vampires and there is vampire hunters in the Vampire Diaries and the originals. But yeah. And then we found some of these little sprouts. Look how cute they are. So I actually researched this to see what they do, and they don't do anything other than when dead they drop seeds. I'm sorry, I wanted to test a theory. I killed it and I got an eggplant with an achievement that says that's no carrot because it's an eggplant. But I was just kind of just having a look around and I came across this really spooky thing, and it is very, very spooky. There is like fog. I didn't realize that the fog was actually generating as I got close to it. I like turned around and I think there was loads of fog because I was getting like the pumpkin, because and now look, this fog. I have no idea where it came from. I'm not sure what this is. I'm gonna have to research into this mod because there might have been treasure in this area. And yes, I am sorry about the chicken. It was just there, getting hurt by the bees. I wanted to end its misery. Traveling until sunset, and I came across a river, and I thought these were disabled because they don't work with shaders. That's what I thought, but for some reason this shader, it works, and look how pretty they are. It like branches off to different rivers. They have currents. You can use the boat. Look how pretty this is. I'm just gonna take a moment. Oh no, I didn't. I got back out. I thought I took a moment to enjoy the sunset, but there are so many scary mobs around. Like, look how cool this is. The river like splits off into different directions, into little rivers, like little streams. It's just so cute. But this biome, okay, the one that we're about to go in was one of the scariest biomes I think I've been in. So I did come across this little temple, and I was really curious because I knew that it was a tomb, because it looks like a tomb. What else would it be? And I thought it was a trap at first, but no, it's like this weird thing where you can look down. Well, I was gonna jump down, but I was scared. There is like a crate down there, so I spent about a couple of minutes digging down there to see what it was with my really slow pickaxe. Never been so disappointed. It was locked. It was a locked crate. I needed a key. Where am I supposed to get a key? There has been no on-surface treasure where I can get a key, but it required a silver key, and I bet it would be rubbish to loot in it anyways. It'd be like, well, it might be useful stuff, but it might be like a battery or something, you know, like, you know, something really weird, because something we don't need right now, that like what we don't really need a battery as of right yet. But I just took all the ores because I didn't want to come down here for nothing. And it was very scary. And I didn't know what I was doing at this point. I was just looking for a place to live, that I could build up a castle in a little town area where I can have all of my stuff. So, instead of looking for a place to live, I went inside this little thing. And I kind of wanted to like not die. And I noticed there was a ladder, and I wasn't going to go down it, but I was like, you know what? It's nighttime. I'm not sure how long until daytime. I might as well just die. What type of episode would it be if I don't have a death? But I was really, really, really confused. I was like exploring this place, and there was no monsters. Well, as of yet. Decided to do was just kind of like speed run the video up so you can see, instead of cutting it, I just sped it up so you can see what was down here. There was literally nothing. It was like a labyrinth. It wasn't much of a maze. It was more of like, oh, which way should you go down? The way to death? And I was just back at the entrance. So I went a different way. Well, I tried to. And there was like no chests, there was no nothing. I'm not sure how many levels this was. I was just so confused. But we came across another ladder, which is going to go down another level, which assumes that there would be mobs on the next level, or at least on the next level. So I kind of went to have a look if I missed anywhere, and I did. I missed a corridor, and yet again there was like nothing down there. So it's not even worth. Like, I was just so scared and paranoid because I thought there would be mobs. And I did get a little bit of lag, which I kind of thought there would be a boss, but there was no boss. And I didn't explore many levels. I think I explored 3. But I did get very carried away with this, because I was like, I really want some loot. I don't even have a pickaxe. My pickaxe is on like 1 durability and it goes, and I was really upset because I was stuck in a dungeon with no tools other than a sword. I had almost run out of food, so I was trying to find more loot, and I just kind of went on a dungeon crawl. So I sped this up just so you can see what was that. Like, there's literally nothing there. Like, there was a creeper, but it was like, I think it was one of those yellow creepers, which are like support creepers. I'm not sure how to tame them, I completely forgot. But we did find a chest, but it was like a rubbish chest. Like, it was just basics, but it did have food. So yes, I came across another layer, and I definitely thought there would be some mobs on this layer. I could see them all on the minimap, and I don't know where they were coming from. I'm not sure what mod this dungeon is from. If anybody would, and there was like some really scary lost miner right there. Ooh. And he dropped a pickaxe, but it again had no durability, which was no use to me. And there was some scary mobs on this level, but I couldn't find any loot, just random places. It was at this moment I knew I had made a terrible mistake. I was trying to see how much health these had and why they weren't attacking me. But look at that animation with the sword. I did take a few screenshots. And he had 300 health, so I slowly stepped back. And I went to check the other direction. I did manage to find a chest, and it was at this moment I drank what was in the chest, which was a night vision potion, and an invisibility potion. And now I thought I had nothing on my back. I thought I got rid of the backpack, so I went around the dungeon hoping the mobs wouldn't see me, because that's how invisibility potions work, as long as they don't look at you. Like, if they saw the backpack on my back, I think they would attack, and I think that's why I got attacked. Because I thought I was invisible, but I had a backpack on my back. See, he attacked me! So I just kind of ran for my life, as I thought they were all coming after me, and I had like 8 health. I mean, I had 1 health, and I was so scared. I was about to die. But I killed him. We haven't had our first death yet. But I didn't have long on this invisibility, and I didn't have much food. So at this point, I'd found another level, and what do? I go down it, but I'm still invisible, obviously. And I just literally run past all these people, and there was a chest with some loot in it. And we got a swiftness potion, which would be so useful because we would be able to sprint this thing. But I was so scared because sometimes I'd get attacked and these mobs had really big weapons, and I was just trapped in a room. And this moment I realized, what have I done? Why did I do this? I don't have any good armor. Some of the mobs are really tricky to kill. My invisibility was running out. My night vision was running out. I had no torches. I was so scared. So I just placed a candle, and I was just figuring out what I could do. I had like some coal, but I couldn't make torches with the wood. So it was pretty useless. And I was just very lost. This point I was going back up, trying to get back to the surface. I had no invisibility, but I had sprint, and this is where I kinda died. Obviously, but the key I was spawned with let me teleport back. What type of episode would it be if I don't have at least 1 death? We are going to get through 1 episode without a death. If I cut this episode sooner, we wouldn't have had a death. But I just included it anyways because I'm gonna like to finish the dungeon in this episode. I wasn't going to go further down until I had better armor, and it was getting repetitive and there was no good loot. I don't know why I drank the potions. I could have took them, gone back up, saved them. Because they're quite difficult to make. We haven't even been to the nether yet, although I think we're only on episode 4 or 5. And I was just making my way back up to the surface. So I have another episode coming after this one. It's already pre-recorded as I recorded this, and I was just kind of exploring again. I didn't want to make this episode too long, so I'm going to add it in. Afterwards, upload it tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you have not already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!